The new one that we've been asking is if they can transfer your memory, which is your soul and body, your soul or your thoughts into a chip and put you inside a robot after you're about to die.
I fuck with that.
You know what I mean?
I'll fuck with that.
Now you're in a robot body.
So you want to be a robot?
No, I'm just saying, but that's just my memory in the robot body. My spirit's still doing its thing, but that's my memory. That's just a memory. So I can fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck with that. People can come fuck with the robot and knowing that they can say, talk like me and say the shit I say. Yeah, and I fuck with that.
So you'll still be, you'll look down and it's a robot body, but it's still your mental, fool. So you'll know everything. You'll remember everything. You'll still, like, it'll still be ODM Slim, but only up here.
No, it won't be, no, because the soul gone. Once the soul gone, ODM Slim gone. This ODM Slim memories is in the robot. So, you know what I'm saying, it's turned to itself. The robot has got this memory, so they can, instead of going to the grave, they can go talk to the robot and like he never died. They can be, I ain't talked to him, you know what I'm saying? Some people like, damn, I wish I could talk to my grandma.
So what
now.
you're saying, if they save your mind and they put it in a robot, your soul dies?
I don't think so.
Your soul dies.
I'm just asking. I don't know anything.
Because your mind is not your mind. It's a chip, right? So it's like
I've heard people say this because we talked about what I have going on, right?
Okay.
If I got a heart transplant and I go and they switch my heart, I'm no longer actually me, but it is me though.
No, it's you.
Yeah, that's my heart, right?
It's a piece of you.
It's a piece of me. If they switch your brain and
that's different though.
Is it?
It's way different
than your heart?
Way different.
It's an organ.
It's an organ nonetheless. It's an organ nonetheless,
it's a
right?
good combo. I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's an organ nonetheless, but the brain is like attached to the spine. It's attached to a lot of stuff. So they gotta.
The heart's attached to everything.
No, the valves is. So that heart is there. There's valves
everything's attached to the brain.
Through the blood.
They send signals to the brain though.
It does because the nerves,
electrophysiology.
Yeah, that's the nerves and all that type of stuff. We don't understand that. We understand that, right? But I'm saying like the heart's there and there's valves to the heart, right? The brain. All this is connected to all this here. So it's that thing right there is connected to the brain. The whole thing is connected. So if you take that out, you got to take all that out.
Right.
So you say take everything. Once that gone, it's over with. Once that detached, it's no soul.
Nah, hell nah. There ain't nothing in our body, food, but our memory. Our brain is what's keeping us alive.
No.
Hell yeah.
No, that's out.
Facts.
That's out. Because people can be brain dead and still be alive, still their body still can be regular.
Your heart is what keeps you alive if you're brain dead.
I was telling the homie last night, right? I got shot 3 times, and when I died, I didn't see nothing, fool. I was dead. I didn't see the other side. I didn't remember anything. So when you die, you don't hear shit.
That's because you were going to hell, dog. That's why.
You don't see nothing. You feel what I'm saying? When you're alive, yeah, you hear and you see and you remember.
Right.
So I feel like when you die, there's nothing left. So if you could take my memory and put my chip into a robot, let's roll.
But that's not true though. Homie. It's not true. You did though.
Nah, hell nah.
So I'm saying you thinking that somebody can take your brain, man. Once your brain, listen.
Well, listen. Hold on. They're already starting to get to that point, like specialists at hospitals, that they're gonna be able to do brain transplants.
Yep.
They're already getting there.
Head transplants.
Head transplants on what?
They never used to be able to do the heart. It was very hard for the body to accept the heart. Like if you die and your heart compatible with mine, and then they take mine out and they give me yours, the first few the bodies were rejecting it because it's not my heart. Your heart's not my heart. But they figured out a way to do that, and the person doesn't feel anything. Like if I get the heart of you put in mine, I don't feel any different. And now they're working to get the brain to do the brains.
One thing is going to change, fool. You're going to
be in a different body.
You're going to like the mud ducks if you get his heart. All right? Let's just make that clear, homie.
That's a lie.
But let's go. But
no, listen. So this is what I think. Listen. All right. We got different dimensions, right? Straight up. So the brain is the mental. That's mental. That's a whole different. That's where you dream. That's where you others like different shit. This would
you think.
Worship, think that's a whole different. That's mental. So that's why I say mind, body, and soul. Right?
Yeah.
It's 3 different dimensions. 3 different. The brain and the soul dimension is not the same. It's not the same. So if talking about the soul, they say the mind would be like the spirit. You know what I'm saying? There's the mind, the body, the soul. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all mental. It's everything you do. Like things you can't see, things, imagination, all that stuff. That's all brain. That's brain power shit. That's brain shit. Now, taking your brain out, putting in a robot, that's only one part of it. That's not the whole body. Why the body is functioning? Because a lot of people can get shot in the head and be brain dead, and have brain fog, but their body's still there. Their body's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that is true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still, because his soul is not gone, but his brain is over it. So it's mentally, he not doing nothing. He not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So the 3 different dimensions, I feel like once you die though, your soul is gone. Once that is gone, it's nothing else to, you know what I'm saying? Once it departs from the body, it's over with. Even if they can take certain parts of you and put it in memory, that is for like this. That's smart. That's smart, but that's just for memory.
I understand that, but here's what I'm saying. You got cancer in your whole body, except your brain and your spinal cord.
he just
no, you know what I'm saying? Listen. Hey, listen, no.
You got cancer in your whole body.
Yeah, but except your brain and your spine. And they said, hey, listen, you feel it in here,
right,
but you're still strong up here. You're coherent. They're like, listen, all your organs are done. The only thing we could do is transfer your brain and your spinal cord to another body, and you'll have all brand new. Because remember, if people could get a new heart, it doesn't affect me if I get someone's new heart. So how is it going to affect you if you get all new organs and keep your brain?
All right, because why? Because listen, because why? Because listen, because that brain is attached to that body. When from a fetal, when it's a fetal.
Yeah, but if that was the case, you couldn't get a new heart.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. As a fetal, right? I'm straight up. When a fetal, when it comes out, when it's becoming a baby, when it coming before all that. When it's coming together, right?
Yeah, I got you.
That motherfucking chromosome is already the first thing that's
right.
It's connected, so it's connected to the whole everything. Even though the heart and organs started deforming and all that, everything started forming. This is gonna form first,
right?
So I'm saying it's hard to try to disconnect this, and just put it on somebody else. It just it
well, they
like
said it was hard to disconnect the heart and the valves and all that.
But how long have we been doing that shit though?
It took them a long time.
How long they been doing it?
What do you mean? Not that long.
What?
Heart transplants? No, the first successful one was like in the 80s. Google.
You guys want to find out?
Here. Something like that.
Here. All right.
We'll find out right now.
All right, cool.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, and people were dying because, like you said, the other body will reject like
the 80s. Because I gotta say,
here we about to find out right now.
Go ahead.
It might be less more time. We'll see.
Hold on. Hey, ChatGPT, when was the first heart transplant
successful?
The first successful heart transplant was performed on December 3rd, 1967 by Dr. Chris.
All right.
Okay, and so they were having trouble because, like you said, when it's not the body.
In South Africa.
Yeah, in South.
Eli.
But see,
no, for real.
That's Eli.
It says by Dr. Christian Bernard.
That's it. That's the one.
Okay.
South Africa.
And so, like you said, when it's not your body, right? You're born in the fetal. You have all your organs born to you. It's harder for the other body to accept the heart organ, and they make you take medicines. I know all this, bro, from experience.
No, sure, yeah.
They make you take medicines when you get a new heart. They make you take medicines for the rest of your life that suppress your body rejecting the heart. If you don't take those medicines, your own body will eat that heart.
Oh shit!
So they're called rejection medicines to reject the body from damaging the new heart.
Right.
You're on those for life when you have a heart transplant, for life, because your body won't accept the foreign object.
Right,
so that was the hard part of them doing heart transplants. So that's what I'm saying. If they can
if they can't do that, so if it's a hard part of heart transplants, so then the brain is going to even be more difficult.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it's not going to be, but I'm saying that it could be possible.
No.
They haven't done
No, bro, they never the fucking brain transplant.
No. Not yet.
Is there such thing as a brain transplant?
A full brain transplant is not something that has been successfully done. The idea is for sure. If you have any more questions or want
to fucked it up because it's not supposed to talk.
Do it again.
Okay, listen to it again.
All right. Who's briefing?
Is there such a thing as a brain transplant?
A full brain transplant has never been done and is considered practically impossible with current medical technology. The brain is incredibly complex, and connecting it to a new body would involve reattaching billions of nerve connections, which is beyond our current capabilities. However, there have been experiments and discussions about head transplants, which also face enormous ethical and technical challenges.
Well, that one is because it's probably less things to attach.
Right, because it's right here.
Yeah.
And it's like, right,
We'll get there.
They will. They probably will.
That's a billion nerves, like a billion.
They said that about the heart too, though. That was the same thing. It was hard. It was this. It was that.
But listen, they were doing it for, I'm trying to tell you.
And Dr. Kevorkian from South Africa did it.
I knew they were doing it for a while now because I knew they was just doing it. I don't know exactly how long they were doing, but they were doing heart transplants for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember watching certain movies, even with Denzel Washington, they was talking about the time they was doing this and all that stuff.
John Q.
All that type of stuff. So that's how I remember, like, they were doing it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I think we'll get there.
I don't think we're going to get there.
I think they'll find a way to do everything full.
Yeah.
I think they'll find a way how for
Not in our
us to live
lifetime.
forever. No, not in our lifetime, but eventually they'll find a way to do
bro.
everything.
That's
though.
God, bro. I think God gonna flood this bitch.
Again, huh? Yep.
I'm gonna flood.
Facts.
You think you gonna flood it? I'm gonna show you.
To be honest with you, something tells me that not even heart transplants are supposed to be done. I think when you
No, I think
when you're going, you're just supposed to go.
Sometimes.
You're not supposed to intervene.
No,
like
sometimes.
I said, like I got a machine in my chest, but it's just bought me time.